Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. SNAP 2024 notification is out and the registrations have already begun. Some of you might be targeting this examination and this might be one of the examinations that you are taking seriously. So you must understand what is the syllabus of this examination and how it is different from other examinations. Because in order to crack any examination, one of the important things is you must know the syllabus, so that you study relevant things for that particular examination and do well on it. So let us say if you are preparing for CAT and you do not know what is DILR, or you do not know that odd sentence, odd one out is a type of question asked in the examination, you might struggle in those questions. Okay, so for SNAP also there are a lot of topics which are asked exclusively SNAP and are mostly asked there. So you must know those topics and prepare for them in advance. So these are the dates in the month of December. So 8, 15 and 21, 3 dates. You can choose one or more of these slots for SNAP 2024. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is the best channel for all MBA entrance examinations. In case you are dedicatedly preparing for NMAT and SNAP, we have a course which is probably the best in the industry, because the good institutes, they generally do not focus on these examinations. Their primary focus is only CAT. We have a specialized course for NMAT and SNAP in which you get live classes whose recordings are available later. We will have practice sheets for all topics, doubt resolution group, exam specific topics. As I told you that there are certain topics which are asked in NMAT, some topics which are asked in SNAP but not in other examinations. So we have classes for all these topics, and you get mocks for NMAT and SNAP also. So 10 NMAT mocks plus 20 SNAP mocks. So a complete package covering all these examinations. And we have SNAP mocks on the latest pattern also. So in case you are planning to take those mocks, you can get them from our website. Okay, we will provide you 20 full length mocks, and these mocks are of varying difficulty level. Some mocks will be easy, some will be moderate, some will be difficult also. So a mixed bag of questions based on the patterns of 21 to 23. So the time duration is same, 60 questions in 60 minutes, but there has been a slight change in the pattern. Few question types which are present in 2023 but not in 22 or 21. So we have blended these 3 years pattern into our mocks. Now this is the pattern. You have 60 questions to be answered in 60 minutes, 1 mark per question. Okay, there is negative marking of 1/4, so 25%, or you can say that +1 minus 0.25 is the scoring pattern, and the best of the 3 scores is chosen. So if you appear on only one, that is your final score. If you appear on 2, the better of the 2 will be chosen, and if there are 3, then the best of the 3 would be chosen as your final score, and there is no normalization. Now coming to the pattern, first section, that is English. Now English has only 15 questions, but you will find a variety of topics. Now not necessary that all topics will be asked in a particular year. In a particular year, maybe some topics are missing. In some other, like in, let's say in slot 1 there is a question on synonyms and antonyms. In slot 2 there is question on idioms and phrases, right? In slot 3 there is question on spelling errors, right? Slot 3 there is a question on prefix and suffix. So these are different topics one must be prepared for. First is parts of speech, about nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. You might be asked direct questions based on them, or you might be asked a grammar based question. Okay, now sometimes they might ask you that they will give you a sentence and ask you which is the adverb in this sentence. Okay, or they will say that which of the following is the correct preposition that should come in the blank. Okay, or they might ask the type of noun, pronoun, etc. Okay, or they might underline 2 words and ask that what is this, like whether it is a pronoun, whether it's a verb, adverb, etc. Okay, then figures of speech, there is definitely a question from this part, right? Either it will be, these are the different figures of speech: alliteration, euphemism, hyperbole, metaphor, oxymoron, personification, simile, etc. So definitely there will be a question from this. That is, for the past 3 years I've seen in all slots there has been one question on figure of speech. Okay, so it could be anything. They will give you a sentence and ask which figure of speech is used in this sentence. Then of course you have sentence fillers, which can be either vocab based or grammar based, either of these. Then there are questions on error spotting, like other MBA entrance examinations, wherein you have a sentence given into 4 parts. You have to find which part has the error, or some highlighted part in a sentence. You have to tell what is the correct usage of it. Then synonyms and antonyms, maybe you might get a question on synonym antonyms or 2 questions on synonyms and antonyms. So vocab is tested in this. Idioms and phrases, very likely, like in 90% of the cases. Last year in all 3 slots there was a question on idioms and phrases, so it is an important one. So go through some list of idioms and phrases. Okay, even we have I will tell you about one ebook that we have published for idioms and phrases. So that has a good list of idioms and phrases, so you can expect questions from it. Then reported speech, right, active passive voice. Now these you must know how to have direct indirect speech. Reported speech is indirect speech, how to convert direct into indirect. Okay, active passive voice, how to convert to passive voice. So these are like probables. Probably you might get a question from one of these 2 topics or both also. Then many a times you get questions on modal verbs. Okay, you must know that could, should, would, all these are different kind of modal verbs. Then compound words. Okay, this is also last year all 3 slots had question on compound words. They will ask which of the following is a compound word, which is not a compound word. So this is a very common question which is asked in SNAP. Then many a times you get questions on spelling errors also. You will be given 4 words and asked that which of the following spelling is correct or which of the following spellings is incorrect. Okay, prefix and suffix based question, they will ask you what is the prefix in this word or suffix in this word. So sometimes you do get that also. And sometimes you get words of foreign origin. So they will give you some word and ask that which language has it been taken from. So it could be some French word, Latin word, Spanish word, etc. Okay, so these are some of the probable topics. So most likely, I mean, you will get from one of these topics. Now important ones are of course parts of speech, figures of speech are important. These sentence fillers, error spotting, synonym antonym, very likely you get a question. Idioms and phrases, sure shot. Last year there were questions on compound words, reported and active speech. So these are all the topics that you need to prepare for, because when you are preparing for CAT, you are not preparing any of these topics. You just do RCs and parajumbles, etc. Okay, but in this there is parajumbles also. Sometimes you get parajumble also. I have not mentioned, forgot to mention here. Okay, this is also asked at times. So these are the topics that you need to prepare for English. 15 questions, you can have any of the topics being tested. Now in case your English is weak and you wish to improve, we have one English grammar practice course in which we have a grammar rule book with 160 plus rules. It will help you for all MBA entrance examinations. It is a very comprehensive rule book covering all these things topic wise, right? Rules related to tense, rules related to pronouns, rules related to subject verb agreement. So we have those rules sorted topic wise as well. So we have one ebook on phrasal verbs also along with it, which has several phrasal verbs. And then we have topic wise and mixed test on English. So all in all we have 1000 plus practice questions. So topic wise we have different tests, 14 topics. The topics which I discussed was noun, pronouns and all those things. So we have 20 questions per test, and then we have 30 tests with 25 questions each. So we have 1000 plus questions in this. So this is a good practice thing for you to improve your English. Then if you are looking at the analytical and logical reasoning section, it is the biggest section of the paper with 25 questions. Now you will get alphabet and number series, very important. So maybe around 5 to 6 questions also might be asked from this topic, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, up to 5 to 6 questions from alphabet and number series. Similar coding, decoding based questions also you can expect 2 to 3 questions from this. Then critical reasoning, again it is important. There are around 4 or 5 questions. You might get questions from assumptions, arguments, conclusions, inference, course of action, cause, effect, etc. So these three topics itself can cover around 50%. तो around 50% तो इन चीज़ों से हो जाता है, at least 50%. Then you might get a question on arrangement, maybe 1 or 2 questions, and these are individual questions. Usually you do not get group questions in SNAP. Like in case of CAT, you have a set of 5 questions now. Okay, and some other exams also have group questions. Here you will usually find individual questions. So they might say 7 people are sitting in a row and some condition giving. Then you might have questions on blood relations. Very likely you get a question on blood relation. Direction, most likely you will get a question. Syllogisms, clocks, calendars, binary logic. Okay, this is an important topic, because for the past 2 years I have seen question on binary logic, like whether it was in 2022 or 2023, all 6 slots had a question on binary logic. So one must know how to solve binary logic questions. Then you might get some questions on visual reasoning, not many, maybe 1 or 2 questions or 3 questions at max. That could involve like completing the figure. Okay, it could be like cube based, or it could be some series completion, or it could be some analogy, that sort of question. So you can expect a few questions from this topic as well. Then next is logical order, which is important. Last year also it was asked. Last year it was asked on lexicographic order. So lexicographic order, people did not know, it actually means alphabetical order. So they might give you some logical order or alphabetical order. Okay, so you need to arrange them in the words in alphabetical order. Lexicographic is different. There is a video on my channel, what is lexicographical order. It is not only just about words, it is also about numbers. Then these are the primary topics in analytical and logical reasoning. So 50% of them are alphabet, number series, coding, decoding and critical reasoning. So practice them well. Practice a lot of questions on alphabet and number series, because sometimes you might get 1 or 2 questions which have very weird logics. And also blood relations, directions, syllogisms, you must be aware of all these concepts. Now coming to the quant, DI and DS part, you generally do not get DS, but yes, they mention it here in the section name. So you get data interpretation, maybe 1 or 2 questions, and that to individual question. And usually you will get a table, bar graph, line graph or pie chart. Usually the conventional graphs only, they do not ask any unconventional graph. So they might give you a bar graph and ask you the percentage increase. Okay, so that sort of simple questions, easy questions. You do not have to worry about key. You just should know how to read a graph, that's it, and some basic calculations. Then in arithmetic you have all topics being covered. Now if I talk about the 20 questions, arithmetic may be around 7 to 8 questions of arithmetic. Okay, 3 to 4 or like you will get 1 or 2 questions from this. Geometry mensuration you might get 4 to 5 questions, and geometry all kind of things are asked. You are asked questions on triangles, circles, etc. One thing important is, please do not leave it out, trigonometry. Trigonometry is compulsorily asked. Like every year for the past 2-3 years I am seeing that there is a question sure short on trigonometry. So this is a sure short topic which comes under a part of geometry. Okay, so you do get a question on trigonometry. Now when you are preparing for CAT, you do not prepare trigonometry much. You think yaar isse to bahut rare aata hai. But in SNAP there is definitely a question on trigonometry, heights and distances. Okay, then modern math you might expect, let's say 2 to 3 questions, permutation, combination, probability. Algebra maybe 1 or 2 questions, and number systems also somewhere around 2 to 3 questions. So around 5 questions from these 3 parts. Okay, 5 to 6 questions from these. Okay, then primarily it is data arithmetic, which can also be 8 to 9 questions also. Okay, so this is the general distribution. Arithmetic is dominating, okay, followed by geometry and mensuration. Very few questions on algebra, modern maths, number system. Okay, so they cover all the topics. So if you have prepared for CAT, so definitely you would have done with SNAP also. So agar aapne CAT prepare kiya, to SNAP you do not have to study separately. So quant is altogether covered, so not a big deal to cover quant. The thing is about reasoning, there are a lot of topics which are not asked in other exams. Like for CAT you do not study blood relations, you do not study directions, syllogisms and all these topics. Okay, and alphabet and number series, these you do not study for CAT. So these are some topics that you need to prepare for specially. Okay, so all these things, these are minor ones. Basically these would say these are important for SNAP. So please prepare these topics, and in English you need to prepare those special topics. So Quant is already taken care of if you have prepared Quant for CAT and other exams. In case you are preparing for different MBA entrance examinations, okay, and we have our mock bundle in which we will provide you mock tests for all examinations. We will be giving mocks for CAT, NMAT, SNAP, ZAT, CMAT, MHCT, CUET, PG, MyCAT, XGMT, SRCC. Last 3 exams are the ones which very few people write, and you won't find good content for those exams. In fact, for all exams we have great content. Okay, so CAT we will provide 15 mocks plus 10 sectionals each. So these mocks are live right now. As in the future exams are announced, we will keep adding mocks to this pool. So if you are looking for this bundle, you can take ours. That will take care of all your examination needs. And in case you are preparing for NMAT and SNAP specifically, we have a course, detailed course covering all these topics in detail, so that you are well versed with all the topics in the examination, plus great techniques to solve problems, and that will help you crack the exams. And in case you had a great score in the past, you can get discount on our NMAT plus SNAP course. If your NMAT score was 230 plus or SNAP score was 97 plus percentile, you can get 30% off, and in the second case you can get 20% off. You share your scorecard with us on support@mbakaro.in and to avail that discount offer on this course. So this was the SNAP syllabus. I hope you are now having the genuine data about what is asked in SNAP. So if you are targeting SNAP, please start preparing for these topics. You have enough time to prepare for the examination. If you feel that CAT is not your cup of tea, right, sometimes like maybe DILR is very challenging, maybe English RCs are very difficult to comprehend, in SNAP you have advantage. There is no RC, okay, and these are all knowledge based questions which can be built over the next 3 months. And do let me know in the comments that which टॉपिक यू वांट रिविजन सेशंस ऑन, कौन से आपको टॉपिक के लिए रिविजन सेशन चाहिए. वी विल कंडक्ट रिविजन सेशंस फॉर स्नैप ऑन आवर यूट्यूब चैनल. सो प्लीज कमेंट द टॉपिक which you want classes on our YouTube channel. So that is about the syllabus for SNAP. If you are preparing for the examination, start preparing now, and if you are looking for mock test, we have the mock test. You can check out the link given in the description of this video. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.